always so good doing those hospital scenes where you could lie so still. How did you get yourself right?
Yeah, well,
even in Belinda, I mean, you were always good at being still.
Well, I think the less you do is more. I mean, I know actresses that wave their hands around and carry on, like, who was it that said, I didn't know what to do with my hands. They're in my way all the time, you know? And so I made up my mind early in my career that if I couldn't do it with my voice and my face, I wasn't going to do it at all. And so I kind of do that all the time.
When you were at Warner
Jack
Brothers...
Lemmon was the one who said that. He said, I have to sit on my hands. He said, I don't know what to do with them. They have minds of their own, you know.
When you were at Warner Brothers, was there any competition there between the actresses? We heard wonderful stories about MGM, about how, I mean, going back to Norma Shearer's day, that each of the leading ladies had their own chauffeur, and that no one wanted to arrive at the set first. So Crawford would say, keep driving around, I'm not going to be the first. Was there anything like that?
Nothing like that. First of all, none of us were in competition with each other. Annie Sheridan couldn't do what I did, and I couldn't do what Annie Sheridan did. Neither one of us could do what Betty Davis did, you know. And it was, we were all individuals at Warner Brothers. And there was no jealousy. I must say, we were like a family, as I told you. There was no jealousy. We got a little tired of playing with each other in the film. I got so tired of Jack Carson, and I loved him dearly. I said, can't you get me a different leading man for a change? And he would say, can't you get me a better leading lady, you know? But we had so much in common in the family of Warner Brothers that we kept repeating them until finally, most of my pictures, believe it or not, darling, were made off the Warner lot.
Wow. So you didn't go on location much?
Oh, yeah. I went on location for Belinda for a long time up in Fort Bragg, Mendocino. We were up there for months. And, yeah, we went on location.
There's a big, I think this is primarily circulated over the years by men, that, you know, the men ran Hollywood, the men ran the studios. But I have heard that the women who were the stars, once the camera went off, really got their own way. They were very, very good.
Well, if they were smart, they did.
Huh?
If they were smart, they did. But you can't fight. See, Betty fought. Olivia fought. I never had one back word with Jack Warner, and I got everything I wanted. I would just go up, knock on the door, and say, I've got to talk to you. He said, well, I said, I've got to talk to you. And I'd lay it right on the line and said, this is what I'd like to do, and I hope you agree with me. And he'd get back to me. And most of the time, he did. Right. You know.
But also, I think, can you give me an idea of what it was like? I mean, there were only a handful of you, and it was a small town in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I know that you were, quite frankly, pursued by tons of men. I mean, I know that from reading about Ann Sheridan, because the old guy, Herbert Hoover, who owned Ciro's,
yeah,
he used to tell me when Ann Sheridan would walk in, any man in the room.
Oh, but she was beautiful. She was really beautiful and such a funny gal.
What was it like to have that? Were you aware that you had that power?
No, I wasn't paying any attention to that, because I always thought that I was kind of plain Jane. You know, I didn't feel I had any glamour. I really didn't. And I really didn't try for it. I mean, you know, I was neat and clean, and I had very lovely clothes. And I had to laugh. I was doing the Glass Menagerie, and my hair was very long. I mean, it was getting longer, and Perce Westmore had put this blonde wig on me. And I kept saying, I'm getting such a headache because my hair is, you know, too big. He said, come with me. And he cut my hair to this. And I've worn it for 40 years. And I said, it looks great. He said, that you got a new look, but you didn't ask for it. It happened. And now my wigs fit, and everything was fine, and I've got a new look. And I kept it because I liked it.
And it set off a style for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone got that haircut then.
Yeah.
Had that.
It's crazy, but it's true. But it was an accident again.